He is the chairman of Kashmir Solidarity Council of North America, which is an advocacy organization of Kashmiri diaspora. He is a very vocal speaker on highlighting the Kashmir issue. Mr. Rathore has also served as press secretary to the Prime Minister of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and he has also attended UNGA summits in the past. The floor is yours, Mr. Rathore.
Thank you, Madam, and thank you, Ambassador Asad Majid Saab, for providing this opportunity, and Consul General. And I'm very delighted to see my friend Zahid Awan, and especially the Steve Watkin, Congressman, and brother Imtiaz. First of all, I would like to express my great gratitude and deep thanks to Mr. Steve, that he is taking a lead to stand for the people of Kashmir, really those don't have a voice. And as you know, that August 5th is a black day in the history of Kashmir, because nefarious government of India committed horrendous injustice with people of Kashmir. And it was not only a violation of numerous UN resolutions, but it was a violation of India's own constitution, Lahore Accord, Simla Agreement, and even a bilateral agreement between China and India. I'll not go in details of these articles, abrogation of articles, and history of Kashmir or plight of people of Kashmir, as Brother Imtiaz already highlighted in detail. But I would like to bring one thing in notice while Congressman is here. Why Kashmiris are suffering. As you know, that when India brought this issue in United Nations, Pakistan was ally of United States, and Russia was supporting India. And actually, the draft of resolution which was submitted in United Nations, that was prepared by a U.S. ambassador in Washington, UN, by the advice of president of at that time. And Russia always vetoed this issue because of Russian animosity with Pakistan, that Pakistan is have relations with America. So we have been a long history. Pakistan have a long history of relationship with with America, and that's the reason Pakistan is suffering. But ironically, what happened after disintegration of Soviet Union? India very cleverly, changed its policies and came in the lap of US and built up a relations with the US. And unfortunately, US forgotten all sacrifices of Pakistan for standing with America and American policies, and gave a free hand to India. The reason you guys gave a free hand to India, I think some corporates in America, they think India has a 1.2 billion population and they can sell a lot of stuff. And secondly, India has a border with China, and might be India can helpful to contain China. But I have a different argument. I think there is a 1.2 billion or 1.5 billion population in India, but 40% of population is living under poverty. When people those don't have a food to eat, they don't have a bathroom and basic facilities, how they can buy the American products? When there would be no peace, there would be no prosperity. So only hindrance between the peace in that region is issue of Kashmir. If America help to resolve this issue, and then there would be a prosperity, there would be a peace, international investor will invest, and only India will not be the only American market, but from Nepal to Kazakhstan, whole South Asian region would be American market. As the second notion is that India can stand with China. Let me tell you, if you see the history of India, Russia did a lot of things for India, supported all the way. But India never supported Russia and never sent a single person in Afghanistan to help Russia. So India is a very opportunist country, and they look for their interest. If tomorrow China become more stable, they'll not take a time to switch with China. and they will leave you abandoned. So I think that's very important. Instead of putting all eggs in one basket, you should build a coalition. America should build a coalition in whole South Asia. And the market will be broader. And everyone like America, though we are living on the border of China, but if you ask Pakistanis, would you like to go to China or America, 99% will say we want you to go to America. Why? Because America promoted democratic values. America promoted human rights. America helped people in infrastructure. And more important thing is America itself a democratic country. America took a lead to lead the world for democracy and human rights and all these things. And in spite of Chinese power and all that, really people are not connected to Chinese system. They are connected to American system, democracy. And I think that's what we are looking right now. And we are thinking that America is living those values. And America is great, not really because it's, of course, it's an economic power, it's a military power. But in the eyes of people, in the minds of people, in the hearts of people, America is great because of its human rights value, its democracy, the way the forefathers of America formulated this society, which is an example for whole world. And this country is embracing people from all around the world. So that is the essence of America. And I think, being a congressman, you took a great lead, and I request to continue this at every forum. There should be a discussions that why this issue need to be resolved. And second thing, this issue is not only issues of Kashmiri. We all are created by one God. We all are one human being. And being a human being, we share the values, we share the miseries, we share the all problems. Like you see this pandemic happen in China, and within no time, it is everywhere. Everybody got suffered. So that's why you said that, you remember that Dr. Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And I think similarly, if there is not peace in any part of the world, there is no justice in any part of the world, then that could create a problem in whole world. Because nowadays, you see what happened in Minnesota, George Floyd, and it travels to all over Australia, to, all part of the world, because people share the values. Now, this social media, it's connected us. So we are really we are living in a global village. And we have to set a principle and follow those principles and support those principles and stand for those principles. And I think if we do that, then definitely we can make this world a lot better. And coming back to Ambassador Saab, in spite of all gross violation of human rights and atrocities, Brother Imtiaz said, world is not listening us. They are not buying our narrative. What's the reason? We have to think about that. And I think we are not putting the narrative in a proper perspective, and not representing in a proper perspective, and not narrating the narrative in a proper way. I think we should think about that. And this issue is, world perceive it, this issue, might congressmen understand because of human rights, but most of the people think this issue is issue of India and Pakistan bilateral issue. And India is a big country, we should support India. Why we should take Kashmir and give it to India? No, this is not the issue. Actually, issue is right of basic fundamental rights of plebiscite. The plebiscite concept was given by Woodrow Wilson, American president. And it's also called, Wilsonian concept. And its definition of this concept is very clear, if you can read that. So that is what the issue is, that it's a right of people, and they have a right to join India, Pakistan, independent. It's their right, their birthright. And no other country has a right to dictate them, or like India. Actually, India invaded in Kashmir. And it's similarly like that America today run over Mexico and tell the Mexicans on the barrel of gun, from today you are Americans. Is really acceptable? So we are living in a 21st century, and I think this is the time We should stand with the principle. And on the part of Kashmir, people of Kashmir, I'll not take more time. But really, people of Kashmir are suffering. Every day, they are sacrificing and suffering inside of Kashmir and across the line of control. And their miseries and their plight is unspeakable. And it's really, when we talk about that, we can't control our tears. I think being a human being and being a citizen of the free world, it's incumbent upon us to stand for those people and be a voice of those people, those don't have a voice. Thank you very much. I'll not take much time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ratu sir, for your very